Hi, my name is Michael Rossiter. I'm the co-founder of SuzanneStays. SuzanneStays was a dream of my late wife Suzanne and myself. We worked out very quickly after Suzanne was diagnosed with motor neuron disease and she started losing her mobility abilities, that the world of short-term accommodation did not cater for this. During our family moon, as we call it, when our late oldest daughter Tashana was married and we went to Turkey to have a vacation and our children decided to follow us, Suzanne turned to me and said, "Michael, I think we need to fix this." And I said, "Fix what, love?" And she says, "Fix the short-term accommodation problems that people with accessibility have in this world." And I thought to myself, well, that's a small task. So when we got back in October of 2018, Suzanne and I sat down and worked out what we needed to do this. We invited one of our dear friends, Paul Hyland, to join the team, and we scoped out the next 5 years of SuzanneStays and SuzanneStays Property Trust. We've set up two businesses, one a property trust, which is an asset holding company, and one SuzanneStays Management, which is the business side and the booking side and the news side of SuzanneStays. It's the marketing, it's the heart and soul. It joins our communities together and allows people with mobility disabilities to travel on short-term either vacations, respite, rehabilitation, or just to go see their families for a while, with the knowledge that their accommodation can cater for their needs. We have three types of accommodation. We call them good, great, and exquisite. Good is if you have a walking stick, you're getting a little bit jittery on your legs, you're not comfortable with the stairs, you don't like a shower over baths, so that way then you can go into the accommodation, quite comfortably know what's there, what's to expect. Great is wheelchair accessible, but is for people that can get out of their wheelchair, take a few steps, or in a walking frame. It caters for their needs. Exquisite, it's everything. You can bring the hoist, you can bring the commode, you can bring anything you wish. The kitchens are lowered to make sure that you have a pleasant stay in a SuzanneStays accommodation. We're planning to actually have 500 properties available to mobility. I hate the word disability, so I'm going to use mobility issues with your life. So we're looking at having 500 properties where people with mobility issues can quite comfortably stay with their families, enjoy an integrated holiday, respite, research, rehabilitation in the community without the institutionalised type accommodation which everyone knows about and has experienced. So we also have a series of different types of products that are available. One of the products which we've just launched is our relocatable cabins. We have a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom relocatable cabin that we relocate to anywhere in Australia, put it on into vineyards, country stays, just acreages, farm stays, even islands, for third-party people who wish to participate in the SuzanneStays accommodation model and can be hosts to our guests. So you order a relocatable cabin, we supply everything for you. We'll even go get your council approval for you, and then we deliver it, put it on your land. Our builders will install it. Our certifiers will then certify it to say that it is to a proper standard. So that way all our properties on SuzanneStays booking portal are certified that they do meet the standard that we have set. We also are inviting third-party people who own investment properties who wish to participate in the SuzanneStays model to convert their properties into a SuzanneStays certified property. We will do the bookings for them. We have people on the ground on most locations that will be hosts for the clients, so you can just invest, sit and wait. The returns are actually very similar to the other short-term accommodation models, such as the Airbnbs, Booking.coms and also Stays, but this one here is a set and forget I should say, model where you put your property in, our architectural team will assess it, they will give you some recommendations on what you require to be a SuzanneStays model. Our builders, if you wish, can come in and do the renovations, and our certifier will certify that it is to that standards after the renovations are complete. So you can rest assured that all the buildings are to a higher standard as possible and to a standard of regulation that the Australian building regulations have been covered. We also make sure that your property is very well marketed throughout our communities, and we do have quite a few communities what we're marketing to now, and also letting people know that our SuzanneStays are available. So your property can be occupied, and our target is 50% occupancy, which is 26 weeks a year, and we believe that income will be in excess of what you will achieve on a full-term rental, where you can actually utilise your property if you wish to on the other time, or whether you wish to increase your occupancy and then you achieve more, obviously, returns. SuzanneStays News is to combine the communities of the accessibility issued people and to give us their thoughts. We tell them what's available to them. Everything from restaurant reviews to things that have been invented that helps their needs, to personal stories. We have bloggers from people who have competed in the Invictus Games, Olympic Games, artists that have very much accessibility issues. So it actually tells them all about a community that they may be able to learn from and not only aspire to, but also to maybe pick up tips to make their lives easier. We at SuzanneStays do not want to talk about bad stories. We're trying to only put good stories up. So our thought is, better the story, the happier it is, it'll then change other people's lives. So please follow SuzanneStays, subscribe to the newsletter if you wish, and I think you'll find it very beneficial for everything from the social component of it right through to the helpful tips.